I wish more people would talk about how uncomfortable the transition from like being married to dating, especially in this generation, is. So I was married for 10 years and recently going through a divorce. So I am very much stuck in the mentality of what can I do for you? Did you sleep? Did you eat? What do you need from me to make your day easier? Like a partner, a teammate, that kind of thinking. And in this generation of dating, that's a nightmare to be this way. I will say that like the dating scene is completely different than what I remember it being 10 plus years ago. Men used to be like pursuers and plan things and would come knock at your door and pick you up, not send a little text like, hey, I'm here, or let me get a nude. You know what I mean? It is so different. Like men used to try. And I do think that men have changed because women have adapted and there's obviously a shift in things, but yeah, this ain't for me. I definitely will say that this is not my vibe and I am not happy here.
She fell for the illusion of endless options, the belief that there would always be someone better waiting just around the corner. It convinced her the grass was greener on the other side. But now that she's back in the dating scene, she's realizing it's not just hard to find greener grass. It's hard to find grass at all. That's why some people are getting smarter. Instead of abandoning ship at the first sign of trouble, they choose to invest in their relationships. They've come to understand the harsh reality of modern dating, a landscape distorted by simps, social media, and dating apps that sell the fantasy of unlimited options. These people see through the facade. They know most of those options are nothing but smoke and mirrors, and that moment of clarity makes them pause and rethink their choices.
I was blocked in my face, and she stabbed me 5 times in my face.
Damn!
5 pokes in my face. That was the first stabbing.
The first stabbing?
That was the first one. Now the second stabbing was
The second?
my
Hey,
chest.
lock her ass up.
She stabbed me in my chest and on my back.
Bruh.
She was arrested for the hand and the face because I went to the hospital and they had to patch
What
up.
happened with those cases?
The case was actually dismissed by me, the first one.
Type shit.
First two was dismissed by me talking to the prosecutor, asking
That
him
boy
to give
dumb.
her some type of batter
She
program.
laughing.
I guess for like domestic violence, you have to go to a little
Right.
program.
You have to go to a batterer's program.
Yeah, she did that, and then after that, she stabbed me again. But this
Where
time,
did she stab you this time?
This time, she stabbed me in my neck on my birthday.
On
Damn!
your birthday, you got a neck stabbing?
Yeah, to the point that she was a couple of inches away from my jugular, so she almost
So
hit
what?
my jugular.
What?
Your jugular.
Jugular, sorry.
All right, bro, I'm done. Yeah, he dumb. He dumb and lock her ass up, bro.
Sometimes, it's hard to comprehend how people view relationships and what they think they should tolerate. This situation is a textbook example. She's already given him plenty of warning signs, clear evidence that she has no problem knocking him into another dimension. Yet he either doesn't take it seriously or he's convinced it's normal because that's just how she is. Let's be very clear. This is not normal. Did you catch that smile? That wasn't embarrassment. That was the kind of grin that says, I enjoyed that, almost like she was proud of it. And if that doesn't set off alarm bells, I don't know what will. Guys, no matter how amazing she makes you feel in the good moments, you have to think logically. That's exactly what this man needs to do. He's so blinded by the parts of the relationship he likes that he's ignoring the blazing red flags right in front of him. The way she listened while he talked about it, with that smug satisfaction, said everything. There was no remorse in her body language. If anything, it looked like she got a thrill out of it, and she has no plans to stop. That's the part he's not seeing. I'll never understand why anyone would stay with someone who has already proven they don't have your best interests at heart. Because once they've shown you who they are, believe them.
Be real with me.
An older woman with a younger guy is completely fine and cute, but an older guy with a younger girl is kind of gross.
Why?
Older men dating younger girls can be really creepy and it can get really weird really fast. He just wants to feel younger again and he wants to feel attractive again. But when older women do it, it's cute because it gives them that sense of freedom back, and women have this stigma of aging super poorly.
A lot of people date people who remind them of someone they used to be. I think both in older men and older women doing this, both of them want to feel younger.
I think that's true.
So then, why do you feel like it's different when a man wants to feel younger versus when a woman wants to feel younger?
Men are known to kind of be predators a little more. Like, all of their friends are their age, except for, like, their girlfriend. But, I mean, like, hey, if that's what gets the girl money, like, I'm not judging her, I'm judging the man.
In those dynamics, the woman is dating for lifestyle reasons and the man is dating because the younger girl is attractive. So both sides are getting their needs met. We have a tendency to blame the older guy, but not the younger girl.
What the man is doing is kind of poor, and it's not good, like, morally, like, to go after a younger person knowing that he has an advantage over her. The woman is doing it, I don't know, I think she's being smart. She's hopping on an opportunity. He's going out and literally searching for younger women, and it's just like, are you smart enough to jump in the way and take the opportunity, ride the wave home?
What was your name?
Georgia.
Preston. Thank you so much.
Sometimes it's better to just leave certain things alone, because trying to make sense of them will only cost you brain cells. I genuinely tried to understand where she was coming from. I wanted to see her perspective. But every time she attempted to explain her point, I ended up even more confused. Her reasoning didn't bring clarity. It only raised more questions. Not one of her arguments held up under the slightest bit of logic. And the double standards here? Off the charts. When it gets to that level, the smartest move is to just swipe to the next video and save yourself a headache. I still can't wrap my head around how she managed to justify a difference between them when both of them did the exact same thing.
Do you see this video of that 13-year-old crashing out after the mom took away her daughter's cell phone, and while she was at work, the little brother took this video of her taking a pickaxe to the family pickup truck. That truck has to be at least $55,000, and she makes numerous holes in the back of the bed of the pickup to justify her rage that she no longer has a cell phone. And something tells me she needs more than just her cell phone taken away. Because you need to teach your daughter that your actions have serious consequences, especially when it involves taking a gardening tool and damaging family's property. Like, girl, honestly, be so for real.
This is one of those situations that truly left me speechless. Not because it's complicated, but because it's a perfect example of someone having zero understanding of right, wrong, or consequences. That's exactly why she had no problem damaging the family's car. From this video alone, it's obvious she's one of those kids who's always done whatever she wanted, probably never told no. And that kind of upbringing is written all over her actions. At this point, the focus needs to shift to her parents, because they're the ones who created the environment where she believed she could act without facing consequences. Now her mother is going to have to watch this girl very closely, because if she's willing to cause this much damage over something so small, it's worth asking, what happens when something truly important is taken from her? Her entitlement and detachment from reality are on another level. Maybe this is the moment to bring her father into the picture. It might be the wake-up call she desperately needs.
You hate the safe guy. Why?
Because I don't like them. And I'm faking the funk. And I find it really hard to do that.
Okay.
Because I'm a cringer. An invisible one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the safe guy is usually somebody you're not sexually attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
Usually somebody that, like, you know, they'll do anything for you. They'll come running, they'll do this and that.
Yeah.
But then when you gotta reciprocate some type of energy to thank them for that, you be like,
yeah,
that's me. And I visibly cringe. And, like, imagine a nigga trying to give you a kiss and you recoil like that. Like,
I know.
Let's be honest. This isn't anything new. We all know how this game works. And that's exactly why a lot of men are starting to adapt to what actually gets results. We've all heard the stories. The so-called good or safe guy. Loyal. Consistent. Always there. And yet, somehow, he ends up dumped or cheated on. The craziest part? Even when it happens, no one can pinpoint what he actually did wrong. That's what makes it so baffling. There's a pattern we keep seeing over and over. They say one thing, but their actions tell a completely different story. Ask most women, and they'll tell you they want a reliable man. Someone emotionally available. Someone who plans dates and makes them feel secure. But ironically, those are often the exact guys they lose attraction to. Why? Because after spending so much time with the Chads, the guys who bring drama, chaos, and emotional highs and lows, they get addicted to that roller coaster. So when a genuinely good man comes along, they feel like something's missing. Not because he's doing anything wrong, but because he's not feeding the chaos they've grown used to. And here's the kicker. Those same boring good guys, they're usually the ones women circle back to later, when the party's over, the drama gets old, and they're finally ready for stability.
Maybe that black woman would have spoke to you if you paid for her groceries. Instead of a hi, if you said hey, can I cover your groceries? I think you're a really beautiful woman and I'd like to make your day better. We're living in late stage capitalism. Things are expensive and black women are tired. We're tired of having to put on a smile on our faces and take care of everyone while no one takes care of us. So maybe, just maybe, if you would have just offered her something, something.
I mean, from the looks of it, you don't need any more groceries.
Can we just normalize the idea that people should work for what they want and need, without expecting others to step in for no reason? Lately, I've noticed a strange trend. Some people come across as needy in situations they should be perfectly capable of handling themselves. And honestly, it's confusing. Why would a man be expected to pay for someone's groceries just to start conversation? If the goal is simply be kind or show gentlemanly behavior, there are countless other ways to do that without pulling out his wallet for a complete stranger. Besides, she was already shopping, which clearly means she had the means to pay for what she was buying us, so what exactly was the point she was trying to make? Because from where I'm standing, it doesn't add up.
If you mad because the chicken wings is $60 for a 4-piece, you can't even hang with me.
Can I, girl? No, for I would have been like, look at the time. We skin 30. It's time to get out of there. It's gonna be dinosaur wings. Oh my soul. Pterodactyl. No, $60?
She really doesn't need to worry about guys hanging out with her. Because honestly, there aren't many who'd want in the first place. I mean, who in their right mind would spend time with someone who thinks it's reasonable to drop $60 on just 4 chicken wings? That alone is enough to make most people reconsider the friendship. I can't tell if she was trying to be clever and get some guy to cover her bill, or if she genuinely got ripped off. Either way, those wings were absurdly overpriced. The good news? He walked away from that friendship before it cost him even more. Because at the rate she's going, it wouldn't be shocking if next time she asked him to pay $900 for a single grilled chicken. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to check back tomorrow for more great content.